Well, and well. I miss so much in a short amount of time while I'm at work. See what happens when I'm off my phone for 5, 6 hours. Um, I get off work last night and all hell has broken loose within the NASCAR world. What's new? Nothing's new. It's all because of what Larry Mack said about the whole Ricky and Chase incident from Kansas. We all know what he said, and I think it's a bunch of bullcrap. They People want to complain that these drivers don't show personality and they want personality from these drivers. And when they when they do, specifically Chase, because that's who they always pick on, um, they swear if he stands up for himself or he's pissed about something that happened on track, let him be pissed. He has a right to be pissed. He's the one driving the car, not us. Larry Mack, so shut the hell up. Ricky, we all know Ricky is a not so great driver. I know he has 2 wins, but those are just 2 wins that came at restrictor plate tracks, and those can go either way. He got lucky with both of those. So, but we all saw the slide job move he did on Chase with like a lap or two to go at Kansas, and they were going for that top 10 finish. Like Chase was going for the top 10, and Ricky does the stupid thing of doing like what a dirt tracker does, like a dirt racer does, and does a slide job in front of Chase, which failed miserably. Basically almost stopped right in front of Chase, slowed both of them down, and let Kyle Busch pass both of them, so he can get a top 10, and we can just settle for a top 12 or a 12th place finish. Like people were like, Chase shouldn't have lifted there and wrecked Ricky. I'm like, if that would have happened, you people would be pissy that it was a dirty move, and you same people would think it was a dirty move, and Ricky would be pissed, and then the whole hell would break loose some more, and people will just keep hating on Chase no matter what he does. They say, oh, he needs to be more aggressive on track because he won't, so people can stop walking all over him and being Mr. Nice Guy. Well, he's not. He's done being Mr. Nice Guy. He only lifted because he didn't want to risk wrecking Ricky, but himself as well in the process, because that probably would have happened. So it's like, how do people? I just don't know. Like when he's aggressive, people complain. When he's not aggressive, people complain. When he shows personality, people complain. When he stands up for himself, people complain. When he doesn't stand up for himself, people complain. Like, what do you want out of this kid? He's 22. You guys want personality and you want hard racing, and that's what you got. But yet you complain the races are boring, and you complain that they don't over him showing too much personality. Like people gave Noah Gregson shit for crying during his interview, basically almost crying because he made a stupid mistake on track and he owned up to it. But yet people were like, he's such a crybaby and this and that. I'm like, for the love of God, he's 19 in the truck series going for a win. And it's just, come on. Or from the Xfinity Series race, like he was upset that he got second place, and that's fine. Some drivers show more emotion than others, and that's fine. Chase isn't like with Chase. He doesn't need to flash a smile every 5 damn seconds, like or 24/7 to show that he's a happy person or a happy driver. And he shows personality in different ways. He may not be like the most out there driver there is, but he's out there doing his job. And people, no matter what he does, gets crapped on. No matter what. Like, people are calling him a golden boy, that he's a silver spoon spoiled rich kid, when he's neither of those things. Austin Dillon started being stupid and said Ricky can kick Chase's ass, and I'm like, that's a bunch of bullcrap, because Chase can beat Ricky, little 12-year-old body, up in a heartbeat. So, but Chase is not a violent person, and people wish he was, and it's really annoying. So, but I also want to mention the NASCAR Next drivers that were announced today. And they put out like a video of all the drivers that went through that program, which was Chase, Ryan Blaney, William Byron, Bubba, Suarez, Jones, all these people who have had success getting up to the Cup Series, won championships, won races, beat the best of the best in the business to be where they are. And they said that these guys paved the way, and of course some stupid comments saying, how did these guys pave the way? They didn't do anything. And I'm like, okay, Chase won Xfinity championship as a rookie. William Byron won the Xfinity championship as a rookie in the same number with the same team. Ryan Blaney has won countless races, and that's why he's in the Cup Series, and he's won a Cup race last year. Bubba has worked his ass off to get to where he is. He may have not won in Xfinity, but he's won in trucks several times. And Suarez won the Xfinity championship where he shouldn't have. Sorry, but he shouldn't have. Jones has won the truck championship, almost won the Xfinity championship. So, and now they're all in the top level of NASCAR. You can't say they haven't worked their butt off of nothing. Like, and now they're saying these young drivers who are in the next program that have gone on to be in the Cup Series, like all of them, basically. Like Larson was in the next program, and now he has 5 career Cup wins right now. They're saying like this is what happens when Daddy buys your ride, or you have all this money and your ride is paid for. I'm like, first of all these kids, they've worked their butts off, whether they paid for their ride, like to fund their racing careers or not. Yes, they may have help from their parents, but that doesn't mean jack crap. Like, come on. All these drivers are extremely talented. They work their butts off. That's why they are where they are. They put in the work. They're moving up. Like Haley Deegan. People are giving her crap because her dad is like this famous, I guess, extreme auto racer. He's done all these things in auto racing, and so you see what happens when your daddy buys your ride. Like, she didn't buy her ride, she worked her way up. She has driven super truck. I don't know what she's doing, like dirt. I don't know exactly what the term is, but she drove like off-road trucks like Jimmy did when he was just starting out. So just those, basically the same thing. And look at him now. He's a 7-time champion. So, but you can't say and assume that none of these drivers have put in the work just because they're young, like between 16 and 22 years old. They're wanting to work at it and be the best that they want to be and make a name for themselves. That's how I see it. I just don't understand why people are putting so much judgment and assuming that auto racing is is for everybody, and it can be if you just worked at it. Yes, the money is involved. You have to put in the work and time and effort, and it comes with a price. Not everyone who's rich gets into it. Not everyone who has is made of money. I don't know. I don't know how to word this. People who don't have as much money as these other drivers do that are in the current series now, they worked and scrapped and saved and just built their careers and just kept digging at it. And people don't realize how hard it is to be in NASCAR. So, um, other than that, I don't. It's just ridiculous how people are so damn judgmental over these young kids who are wanting to do something with their careers, and it's their dream, and people just have nothing nice to say, especially with the current drivers now. They just think daddy bought them everything and are silver spoon rich kids, which is not a true statement. I keep telling people, like, before Chase got into the Xfinity Series, he didn't have sponsors. He didn't have a sponsorship before going into the Xfinity Series, so he might not have had a ride in the first place. But Napa came on board at the last second, and now they're still with him to this day because they believe in him and they think he's a very good driver. He's won a championship for them. He's among several drivers through many series that have won a championship somehow, some way. So that's all I really gotta say. It's just really annoying that people just drag these poor young drivers through the dirt like they're nothing. And they're saying the next program has ruined the sport. How? How has it ruined the sport? It's actually made it better. The reason why these kids, like the youth in the Cup Series now, are trying to beat these, are just trying to beat these veteran drivers, but veteran drivers are basically fighting back because they don't want these young kids to steal the spotlight when they know they will at some point. They're gonna beat them and continuously beat them week in and week out and steal the spotlight, and that's what these veteran drivers mentally are thinking. Like, these kids are really good, we don't want them to win, and that's why they're battling so hard for these wins. So that's just my take. But other than that, it's all that's been on my mind all day. So had my first night at my job last night. I'm exhausted. 4.5 hours, and it was obnoxious, but busy, kept me on my toes. I loved it. Working again tomorrow for 5 hours, and yeah, that's about all I have to say. Hope everyone has a good night.